Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? Just want to talk to you guys. It's been a while. Basically talk about the Cowboys, because that's what I do. And, the week in review. What has happened this week? Nothing. Hey, how are you doing? But, there is just this one thing. Hey, Cowboys, we took a boat trip and we showed Odell Beckham how the hell you do a boat trip. And you know how you do it? You don't do it like the week before your first playoff game. We in the building? Yeah, we are. And unfortunately, Odell Beckham is out of the building because that man doesn't know how to do a boat trip. Goes parties with Justin Bieber. Yet Zeke grabs Dak Trace or right. And Zeke grabs Dak himself, Zach Martin, and the whole offensive line, and dudes without shirt. Oh yeah, that's Odell Beckham. He's not very responsible. Yeah, he's a great player, but he's not very responsible all the time, and he can just act like a child from throwing temper tantrums, marrying a kicking net. What the hell, Odell? You married a kicking net. I don't think that you would be my first choice as a wide receiver. So, that's just me. I mean, I'm not a fan of anybody who marries a kicking net. You go out, get in a fight with a kicking net, then propose to it. Just Odell Beckham for you. Acts like a dog on the field after he scored a touchdown. No, he's not acting responsible. He goes out, acts like a dog on the field. Then we have Zeke and Dak and the offensive line going out and get chemistry. Where what did Odell do? He went out with a bunch of guys on a party. Yeah, but then you got Zeke and Dak who went out, got chemistry with the whole offensive line. That's what you got to work on, chemistry. I've always said this, chemistry builds the team. If you don't have chemistry, well, what do you have? Nothing. The bond will break, and you don't really want that. Because, well, you want a good team, right? You want a Super Bowl, right? Cowboys, we want to win a Super Bowl, right? For the first time in, 20-something years. What's up with Malik Collins? Is that who you're talking about? Malik Collins, I believe. If that's who you're talking? Well, nothing very good. I heard that he had surgery. I heard that was a success, I believe. So, we just gotta hope for the best for him, because Malik Collins is the kind of guy that we don't really know how he is. He seems like a good player, but we haven't really seen Tapper. Oh yeah, I haven't talked much about Charles Tapper. God, I thought we first got Charles Tapper. I was happy. I got a football card of him, and I'm like, oh man, this guy's gonna be great. I cannot wait to see Charles Tapper out on the field. Goes out on the field. What happens when Charles Tapper goes out on the field? Gets concussion. Breaks his foot. Really? You're kidding me, right? I was happy he from it. Oh, I didn't know that. I have his rookie card. And Charles Tapper, I was excited as hell for that man. I could not wait. But breaks his foot. Gets injured way too much. Then, yeah, gets concussion at OTAs. OTA, you're not playing a game. There's not much helmet-to-helmet hit. And you get a concussion. No. It would save us some money if we cut him, I believe. Not a lot, but it would save us some money. I was a fan of him, but I don't really, not anymore. Sorry, Charles Tapper. I have faith that you could be a good guy. You're probably a great person. But you know what? I'm trying to look out for my team, my Cowboys, and, well, I want to save some money. I don't necessarily want you on the team just getting injured, taking up injury. I'm sorry, you're gone. He's going to be the odd man out. We were talking about who would be the odd man out. Tyrone Crawford. Yeah, I could see that. That'd be a big save for money. Ooh, wide receiver Cole Beasley. Who is it gonna be? But then we have someone off getting hurt all the time. Hasn't played, I believe, 2 games. 2 full games. I don't even think he's played a full game. Alright. Looks like he's next up. Cole ain't going nowhere. I don't want him to go anywhere. Cole Beasley, man. I'd get his jersey. Cole Beasley, I'd get his jersey. But I'm scared to get even Zach Martin's jersey. We haven't signed him yet. We still haven't signed him. Believe that. He's holding out still. We haven't done nothing. Someone came in here on one of my last live streams, said, no, not yet. Zach Martin, not yet. He's got to prove himself. There. I'm going to just stop you right there. Martin needs to prove himself. No, he doesn't need to prove himself. Zach Martin will probably be signed, hopefully, because I want Zach Martin to be in the OTAs, well, those are done, but everything coming up, I forget the dates and everything, but he's been an all-pro since he came in the league. Yeah, I think this year he applied the least amount of pressures from a guard. He's got to prove himself. Trying to figure out how that works. Zach Martin, you've already proved yourself. You should be signed already. I love Zach Martin. You know, back in like 2013, 14, and 15, when we were getting Tyron Smith, you know, Zach Martin, Travis Frederick, when we were getting those picks, no, that wasn't very fun. That wasn't very exciting with our first round picks, but it sure as hell paid off now. Who wouldn't be happy we got them? Who's not happy about that? Who's not happy that we have Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, and Travis Frederick? I sure as hell am. I mean, that's what you call a pick well spent. They're not exciting picks. You know, you don't get excited. You got a freaking monster offensive lineman in the first round. No, you don't get excited. You want the receivers. You want the guys that'll make plays, the linebackers, the cornerbacks, the safeties, even the defensive ends. Not really much for offensive linemen. But you know what? You got to take it. You can't just come out and say, we don't need an offensive line and defensive line. I just want the cool guys. No. I'll get excited if we take a big monster offensive lineman or defensive lineman. You guys watched the draft. You know how excited I was if we got a defensive lineman. I was praying for a defensive tackle, for crying out loud. I was praying for Vita Vea. Sadly, we couldn't get him. I hate Tampa Bay for that. But, you know, I want guys who can get the job done. Yeah. And I think we have those guys. Personally, everybody here is going to think I'm an idiot. But we have a pretty much Super Bowl team right now. I think defense needs to get a little bit better. Get a little bit more chemistry. but we're almost there. We're almost Super Bowl team. Now, we're saying the Cowboys are trash. Well, Dak isn't that bad. We got the offensive line back. The only position we're really struggling with offensively is tight end. You look at 2016 Cole Beasley. Great. We won 13. We could have won 14 games that year. You know? But then, in 2017, we forced the ball to Dez, and it wasn't the right decision. We would have done so much better if we wouldn't have forced the ball to Dez. That's about the one thing I'm happy that he's gone. Because we don't have to force the ball to him. You look, Cole Beasley only had 800 yards in 2016. Number 1 Cowboys receiver. We won 13 games. Zeke had a monster year. Perfect. The defense wasn't as good. No, it wasn't. And I don't think defense is there yet. But Chris Richard is really going to beef up that secondary. I think the secondary needs one more year. This year. Next year, 2019, 2020, I'm predicting a Super Bowl for Dallas. I don't think this year, though. I think we are a little ways away, but I think we're almost there, believe it or not. We're still a couple picks away from making a run. I think so, but I think we can try this year. I think we ain't making the Super Bowl. I think the NFC Championship game, though, is in reach. I really do. 2 more, at least, and we don't know if Dak is the guy. I think Dak is. I mean, people say he had one bad season. I don't think I don't think he's had one bad season. I don't think this season was bad for him. He lost Tyron Smith. We had Dez trying to force the ball to him. We had lost Zeke. We lost Sean Lee. The whole secondary was all rookies and couldn't get on the field. We almost had no secondary. We had basically no wide receivers other than Beasley and Witten. And we were having to force the ball to Dez. And Terrence Williams causing interceptions out here, dropping balls. Same with Dez. Yeah, Dak took a step down this year. Don't get me wrong. This year wasn't good for him. But he wasn't bad this year. With all the things we've had, we still went 7-9. That's pretty good. Yeah, he had a step down year compared to his rookie year, but it's not all that bad. I think Dak is gonna be good. You also gotta take into consideration his first game ever was against Seattle in the preseason, and he had no chance, no nothing. Nope. Romo went out, and he had to step up right in. No, it was nothing. He didn't watch anybody. He didn't get to learn anything. He had to step up, step in, right at that moment. And that's what I have to say. Cole was in bracket coverage. Defense took away the short and intermediate. Yeah. With passes, we have to be very, because we weren't very good this year on defense. I think this season we're gonna be a little bit better. I think the addition of Chris Richard is gonna make a big difference. Our linebackers, I've talked to one of our linebackers. He said that he thinks that this change is gonna be big, even for them. That's pretty good. I'm very curious to see how it all plays out. Cole Beasley, I think he's going to be pretty good, though, this year. You're pretty optimistic. We'll be lucky to get deep in. Well, Jason Garrett needs to do something, or else he's gone. For me, we ain't making the championship game. He's gone. That's how it needs to be. We don't have We haven't won a playoff game since the Lions playoff game in, what, 2014? It's crazy. We should have won the Green Bay game. We should have won the other Green Bay game. We probably would have won Seattle in 2014. So, we are a lot better team than we're described as. And, listening to everybody out there, it's not gonna pay off. You really gotta watch actual Cowboy YouTubers because news from the talking heads, because they're not right at all. Trust me. He has things he needs to improve. He deserves a lot of the blame. He does. Yep. We need a consistent pass rush and a stud DT. Then we'll be good defense. I agree. If our pass rush, DeMarcus Lawrence, can keep up this year, I think we'll be all set. If our defensive line will stay good this year, we'll be all set. I mean, we're not great, but we're building up. And I think we're finally almost there. Not this year, but almost. That's where I'll leave you guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace off.